Welcome to TradeTheMBI.com. This is John. This report is for the 12th of April. Well, we've got a tick up here of the MBI magenta moving back above the 33, and the yellow never dipped below the 33. So it was always a little bit more support, so to speak. And particularly when we looked at it from the DOC spread, we weren't seeing any strong movement off of the DOC spread, and that was literally shown to us here in the MBI weight, staying down at the 3 level, just not going to produce anything of significance from a short activity standpoint. So, also we talked about the shakeout with the rising gold, typically above that 50%. Usually the push is towards the 100%. So that's still another 100 points to the upside potentially. The Nasdaq was a little bit weaker, and you can see that from that dip of the yellow below the 33, and it correspondingly represented that. This has been more of an equalization, though, back to leveling out with the S&P, because the Nasdaq had been outperforming, and so this sort of just brings things more into parity, so to speak. And you can see we've got short-term buyers in steel rising. The shakeout is reset here, so the key here will be any improvement in the shakeout histogram, and you'll notice no dip below the red line. So those are all positives at this level. There's my trade station popping in and out as usual. Treasuries yield increasing slightly, and that should change continually. From an oil standpoint, we're looking at continued move to the upside. So that squeeze from production from the Saudi link and that having its impact, and that is going to be a net negative from an inflation standpoint. Going to cause gold and them to rise simply because of the likely decay of the dollar. And you can see that also taking place here within the euro. Not that the Eurozone is doing anything, it's just sort of comical in that sense. But in some view, they believe that the euro had been beaten down relentlessly, and it's just not the case. Everything they're doing is economically a disaster as far as the setup. This is going to be, I think, just like with gold, Bitcoin, ETH, they're all going to continue to run slightly up. You can see Bitcoin now has taken the lead again. ETH still languishing, but again, you're not seeing a lot of short activity. Is just a question of buyers, and of course I'm going to have to wait for the data because TS keeps rebooting on me. So that's the long and the short of it for now. As always, though, trade well.